Hello everyone, welcome to Yamaguchi Japan Speaking Tube Radio. I'm your host, Dr.Issa. This is episode 103. So, yesterday, I talked with one of my colleagues, who is Mr. Honda, to be honest. And so, in front of the camera, and now you can check their video clip through YouTube, but in English, unfortunately. And anyway, we talked about the sports meet. Is necessary or not? In the first week of September, many junior high school will hold a sports meet. In Japan, it is very ordinary time. People think it is suitable time for the sports event, and I think there are plenty of sports meets all over the world, and but it is always said that Japanese sport meet in school, junior high school, and and maybe elementary school is very different from the other countries' ones. The key point is in Japan, it's kind of group. Group is very important, and so especially I don't know now, but in my time, all students are separated by two groups. There are red group and a white one, and so they compete as a group, So it is a Japanese style, and the main exercise, main event is the many students, especially the class students. 40 students were maybe their grade, first grade students. All first grade students do something group dances or group performances or something like that, not individual, not showing just not just showing the individual performance. The performance, all group, all people or some people take part in. For example, the march or dance, and the people, many Japanese people, and parents and teachers especially, concerned about that kind of activity is very good for educationally good. But I think it is. But I think, and the head of their NPO organization always say, it is it cannot fit this changing society in Japan. It's something very old-fashioned. It's like an drill of the basic drill of army to march without any they march exactly the same way, same timing. It was effective to make their good armies, but now things changes. Very different, I think. So in that activities, in that performance, of course you cannot do free, any discretion, that kind of discretion. If you feel itches some of your part, you cannot scratch, even if that situation. The cough, it is very difficult to do that. You have to suppress the cough. In my opinion, I think sometimes it is necessary for create their very high level art performance or something. It's necessary, but we wonder, is it necessary to the sports meet in school? And the group, I think the junior high school contains a lot of people, almost at random, just coincidence. There's any particular purpose, For example, their art performance group. For example, art performance groups, people want to participate in that group and choose. They must choose to be one of the members. One of the members of that group, to create a specific and high-level art performance. But in school, things different. Some people want to study, just study, don't like sports. Some people like sports, but some of them want to the soccer, footballs or something, and they don't like to their dance or something. There's a lot of people, and some people are very friendly, and some people are more prefer to isolated circumstances, like me. It is very difficult to make good relationships with everyone. Everyone is impossible, to be honest. But their teachers require every student to make friends with everyone. It's impossible. The require is almost impossible, I think. In this situation, and changing, concerned about their era, changing very rapidly, and their technologies, developing technologies, high-tech technologies, AI technologies, we concerned about that kind of thing. The sports meet is too old-fashioned, too much, and it is not so. There is a few merits, and especially the recently Japanese is very humid and hot. It is not suitable time to do that kind of outside activity of September. Some people who like sports I think it's okay, but not all students, Not maybe half of the students cannot bear that heat and humidity. So there is our conclusion to yesterday's conclusion. There is a few merits maybe. For example, there's someone who are not good at, who are poor at studying a particular subject in school, however, good at sports. It is very good for that kind of people to show their performance, their abilities in front of their other students and maybe parents. Parents come maybe and take photos. And main purpose, it's a little bit different story, but why parents come to school to see their performance? They want to take a picture. It's kind of the photo shooting session for parents to take their children's pictures nowadays. I think so. And they are not serious. They don't concerned about sport, if sports meet is good or bad, or there's what kind of merits there are. Or educationally, is it important or not? They are crazy to take photos of their children. But some people say it is good. It is good opportunity to people their children's the process of growing. It's maybe okay, but in any case, we think the sports meet and also the travel for school travel in Japan. There's school travel. The last or before the last grade to go somewhere, maybe sometimes abroad, to stay with everybody in class, and 2 nights or something, 2 nights and 3 days, basically. And, it seems very fun, but not all students can enjoy. Especially recently, children are poor at keep good relationships, and in the first place, it is impossible to keep with a good relationship with everybody in the class. So the interest of every individuals are very varies. So some students want to go there, some students want to go there, but they must move with a group, move in groups. the group is almost at random. So it is very good side and bad side, I think. But it is very important. It is very important to reconsider the purpose of the sports meet or that kind of travel in group, especially in the school, the class group, and also in there what kind of merit and demerit there. It is now we have to. It is time that when we have to concern about it. Okay. Thank you for listening to Speaking Tube Radio. Have a nice day. Balete.